Okay, that's great. So hello everyone. Today I'll be doing the demo of the project I have been working on during Google Summer of Quiz 2022 with Rocket.Chat organization. The project title is Standalone Desktop Messaging Cross-Platform Applet. And here is some info about me. My name is Ahmed Ibrahim. I am a computer engineering student at Cairo University. I am a rising sophomore and I'm from Egypt. Here is my email, my Rocket.Chat username, my GitHub and LinkedIn account in case anyone wants to get in touch. I'll be happy about that. Okay, here is our project. As I said, the title is Standalone Desktop Messaging Cross-Platform Applet, and it's shown from its name that it's a slim version or a smaller version of Rocket.Chat client, and I'll explain this more later. And my mentors are Mr. Jim Preto and Mr. Gabriel Castles. I'd like to thank them very much for their mentorship and for their constant support and feedback during the past 12 weeks. They were really helpful and supportive, and without them we wouldn't have been able to get such a product. So thank you very much. Here is also the GitHub repository and the work product report, and I will leave the link of the slides in case anyone wants to check anything. Okay, so the goal of our project aims at helping users to achieve a better experience while chatting by focusing only at featuring what they need to chat. So as we see when you open Rocket.Chat, it has a big window. This big window has many features, which for a user who just wants to chat, he may not use many things fit. So what we offer creating a simpler application where there is a simple channels list, and onto this list you have your channels. You can click over any channel and open another separated window, another small separated window, making it possible to talk with more than one person at one time, and without opening a big window, and therefore we would make the usage of Rocket.Chat more seamless. So as I said, this would lead to a smooth usage of Rocket.Chat. So you, instead of just having one big window open, you can have multiple windows, but they are small open, and chat with more than one person at one moment. And you can also be doing something like coding while chatting with others, something. So this would lead to also productivity boosting or productivity enhancements. Okay, an example of what we are trying to make something like is Google Talk 2005. Here we have this the channels list. Over this channels list, there is this channels. You could just click over any one of it. This would open a new window, and from this window you could just send and receive messages without needing to open any big window. And this is the idea behind our application. Okay, for the implementation of the project, our project makes extensive use of Rocket.Chat in-app chat APIs, the REST APIs, and the real-time APIs. And we have used JavaScript SDK that Rocket.Chat offers for connecting between our client side and using these APIs, the REST APIs, and the real-time APIs through this SDK. And I'd like to thank everyone who worked on this SDK. It was really helpful for our project, and our project really depends on it heavily. Okay, so the application also is mainly based on two things: the Electron.js, and this is used for the development of the desktop GUIs, and we have used also React.js for the front-end development and user interfaces. Along with that, we have used some other libraries that Rocket.Chat provides, like message parser for passing the messages coming from the real-time APIs, and for the FuseLag user interface for the Rocket.Chat user interface components. So we have used some user interface components from this FuseLag library. You have used also some other libraries from Rocket.Chat. Okay, so I will start to explain how the progress of the project for the past 12 weeks, and we'll be doing demo for each feature I talked about. So the first thing when we started, the first pull request was consisting of initializing the application and the code fix login. At the first, we thought that it's not mandatory to have a login user interface because we wanted to spend more time on the actual idea of the application, which is having a channels list and popping up a new smaller windows. So we didn't focus much at the beginning on the login interface. So we had just a quick fixed login or automatic login, and where you just put your credentials into a .env file and it would log in automatically. The second prerequisite consisted of a channels list. This is like the one I showed on Google 2005. So I get started with the demo. So I'll get to this login user interface then. Okay, so here we logged in. This is the channels list I'm talking about. You have all the channels listed over there, and you can click over any one of those channels, and this would pop up a new window, and you can chat into this one. So this was for the third request. We had done the chat window pop up, subscription to rooms, and showing messages. So for example, if I can come over here, click over this channel, this would open another smaller window. We can from here chat, like we can see here the messages, we can chat, send messages, receive messages, and all this stuff. We could open more than one windows. For example, you can have two windows here while working, and this, as I said, will boost the productivity. Okay, so this was for this part. After this, we started working on parsing different message types, for example, mentions, emojis, markdowns, etc. So if we come here, for example, we see over here that we have some example, something like we have mentions here, we have emojis, like here we can have something like headings, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, strike, bold, all these things we started to implement and parsing it from parsing the message coming from the real-time API, which was syntaxed as an AST trees, and this was for this pull request. Then we started working on implementing the message functionalities, something like sending message, deleting message, and editing message. So for example, if we come over here, we can come over here and send any message. So let's say, hello, Ahmed, for example. And we can, for example, come to any message. For example, this one, it is a message. So let's delete these images, for example. Yeah, we can come to any message and delete it at all. So for example, here, so we deleted the message. So this was for this message functionalities. After this, we had some pull requests for the refactor and chat feature enhancements. This pull request contained of upgrading the SDK to the last version, and this needed some code refactor. And after this, we worked on making channels list real time and implementing user status component. So if we close this, we have this list here. This list should be real time. So for example, if some message is sent over here, this channel should become on the top of the queue, and this one should go down. So this is this future. What I mean by it, and this message should be updated. So for example, if I send anything here, for example, hello, this should go to the top of the queue, and this one should be down, and the message is updated. And also we implemented the user and the status component. So if we come over here, we see that this I am currently busy, this user is busy, those are offline. We could have from here also away, busy, online, offline, for example. So okay. After this, we started working on showing message attachments. So we have videos, audios, quotes, and images. So if we go to here also, we worked on parsing these different things. So we have here this image, for example, sent. We have here this code here, for example. We have this audio, for example, and here we have this image, and I think there is a video here. Yeah, for example, there is a video. So this was all for this request. Later, we worked on parsing message threads functionality. So for example, if we come over here for any message, for example, this message, let's click over here. We see that here you have edited late that I said, and you can also apply in thread. So for example, you can here start chatting into this thread. So let's say hello, replying into that thread, for example. So yeah, we see here that we are replying into the thread. If we come over here, we will see that here is a reply button, 2 messages, 2 persons, and the time of the message, of the last message into this thread. Okay, this was all for this parsing message threads. Also, the threads has all the message functionalities like the main window, so there is no difference at all between them. After this, we started working on the login and the logout user interface that we skipped at the beginning. So if we can come over here, we can here say logout, for example. Okay, here this is the login user interface. For example, we have here the host we'd like to connect to. And if you leave, you can write any host here, and if you leave it blank, it will automatically connect to the open Rocket.Chat server. And here we have a username or email. Let's say Ahmed test, and here we have the password, and we can log in. So when you log in, it automatically loads your last status, and it automatically loads this channel. Okay, later we worked on emoji picker. So if we open any channel list, we see from here that here there is this emoji, so we can just click over it. It has all the emojis, just like the main Rocket.Chat. So you have all the categories here. You can just slide between them, and it choose any emojis. So yeah, and just send the message, and it will be parsed automatically. So this emoji picker has all the emojis supported by Rocket.Chat, and it's in the real Rocket.Chat in the client side of Rocket.Chat. Okay, so this was all for this pull request. After this, we worked on sending messages attachments. So you can come over here and click over this plus button. This would open anything. For example, let's choose this image. Here you see that you uploaded a file which is Rocket.Chat.png. You can just send only the file from here, or you could write any text here. For example, let's write Rocket.Chat logo, and you can press over here or enter. So this should send the image. It's processing now. Yeah, okay. So this was for sending messages attachments. You could literally choose any extension and or any file and send it. After this, we worked on setting status functionality on the user dropdown. So if we see this dropdown, it didn't have this those functionalities. So we worked on implementing this. So for example, you could use from here offline, online, away, and busy. And of course, this is real time. So if we change it from here, it's changing over there in real work chat. And this is all for this request. Then we started working on the try icon with badge. So if anyone have used the Electron application for Rocket.Chat, it's also a similar feature. So you have here this try icon. You can, if we just close this, we can click here and show it, and we can click here and quit or exit it. So this also try icon has some page. So for example, if I close this window and come over here and send a message saying hello, this notification came, and here it's written one. So this means that there is a one pending notification or one pending message. And this is all for this feature, which is try icon with badge. Next, I worked on notifications based on user status. So for example, as we just saw, there is when I sent a message, some notification came. If I make it busy, or I make it, if I make it only busy, this no notification would come. But if I make anything else, like offline, online, or away, the notification should deliver. So let's make it here like that. And send any message, so nothing happened. Yeah, okay. Nothing is delivering over here. So yeah, this was all for notifications based on user status. And if we click over here, the chat will open, and the messages will be marked as read. So yeah, as we saw, let's close it. Yeah, after this, we worked on searching functionality, which is you can just come over here and click over search. you should open this list and you could just search for any user. Let's type Ahmed. So yeah, it got those users or channels, and when I click over any user, this will open the chat with him, and I can immediately start talking to him. So let's search for any other thing like for room general, for example. Yeah, we got this results. We can click over anything, and it will immediately start either DM or the channel. Okay, the last request we have done till now is user interface enhancements and bug solves, and it consisted of some user interface enhancements and some solving some bugs that exist in the application. And here are more info if anyone wants to know more about the request. Okay, so what's next? I think Google Summer School period is over, but from my side, I think I will be to contribute to this project and maintaining it. And I think we still have some couple of features we need to bring to our application, and also we have a trail report that has some features and some bugs that needs to be solved. So I will be continue working over this and maintaining the project, and that's all from my side. So thank you very much.
Well, that's really impressive, and we can see here from our audience here, we have some question, and we still have some time. So, yeah, thank you, Ahmed. It was impressive, and I can see, for example, a lot of people coming from different applications that has this kind of slim interface, and I can see sometimes they are not very comfortable into having the whole Rocket.Chat experience, like with a lot of the interface and everything. And this can not only be an alternative for this for a slim Rocket.Chat app, and also set the grounds for whoever want to integrate Rocket.Chat, right?
Yeah.
But since we have some time, maybe we should answer Rodrigo's question. If Rodrigo can actually come on and ask that.
Yeah.
Of course.
So the question is, how much of the project was made using our existing components, and how much you had to create new ones?
Yeah, actually, I used for most of it, I used the main components like hooks and these things, and for most of other things, just maybe like the login interface or the smaller details that I needed to implement myself, I did it myself. But for the main things like hooks, like image, like these things, I used the Fuse like user interface. This was for the user interface, and also for the something like the attachments. I also took all of it as one component from Rocket.Chat itself. So it's all taken from the Fuse like user interface. Something like the attachments.
Yeah, that's really good. So any other questions, anyone?
Yeah.
As you have. So great job, really. That's a lot of work, and I can see that you really worked hard on that. And congratulations, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, so do you have any other questions or any other thing that we should add? But because we have 3 more minutes, but we can already move for the next presentation. So Ahmed, thank you a lot. It was very impressive, and we are very impressed with that. And we can only I will start right after the sessions. I will start to install it and take a close look on that, because that's very interesting.